Imagine this. You work hard. You study the market. You build a position in Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, stablecoins, or other digital assets. You open an app and see your portfolio growing. But here is the question most people never stop to ask. Who actually controls those assets? Because seeing a number on an exchange screen is not the same as personally controlling your crypto. When your digital assets remain on a centralized platform, you are trusting that company to protect your account, protect its reserves, protect its systems, remain solvent, stay compliant, and give you access when you need it most. But crypto was built around a different idea, a radical idea, a powerful idea, ownership without permission. The ability to hold digital value in a way that does not depend entirely on a bank, an exchange, or a third-party institution. That is where a Ledger hardware wallet enters the conversation. Because when you own the private keys to your crypto, you are no longer simply watching your wealth on somebody else's platform. You are stepping into self-custody. You are becoming the guardian of your own digital assets. You are becoming, in the spirit of crypto, your own bank. Now, let's be clear. A Ledger device does not turn you into a regulated financial institution. It does not guarantee profits. It does not remove the risks of crypto, but it does give you something extremely valuable: control over the keys that authorize access to your digital assets. In the traditional world, a bank holds your money and manages access for you. In the crypto world, your assets live on the blockchain, and access is controlled through private keys. Your private key is what gives you the authority to sign transactions. It is what proves that you have the right to move your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your XRP, or your other supported assets. And here is the key principle. Whoever controls the private keys controls the crypto. That is why the phrase, "not your keys, not your coins," became one of the most important lessons in digital finance. If your assets are on an exchange, the exchange is generally controlling the keys on your behalf. But with a hardware wallet like Ledger, your private keys are created and protected on your own dedicated device. That changes the relationship. You are no longer merely trusting a platform. You are taking direct responsibility for your digital property. And in a world moving toward tokenized money, digital identity, Web3 ownership, and blockchain-based finance, that responsibility may become one of the most important financial skills of the future. A Ledger hardware wallet is a physical device built to protect the private keys associated with your crypto assets. Think of it like this. Your phone is built for communication. Your laptop is built for productivity. An exchange is built for trading. But a hardware wallet is built with one central purpose: protecting the keys to your digital assets. Ledger devices are designed so that your private keys remain offline inside specialized secure hardware rather than sitting exposed on an internet-connected computer or phone. That matters because internet-connected devices are constantly exposed to risks: malware, phishing attacks, fake browser extensions, compromised downloads, remote access scams, clipboard attacks that attempt to replace crypto addresses, theft of login credentials, and sophisticated cyber attacks that continue to evolve every year. A Ledger hardware wallet creates a powerful separation between your keys and the internet. You may still use an app on your desktop or smartphone to view balances and prepare transactions. But the critical approval process happens on the ledger device itself. You check the transaction, you confirm the address, you approve it physically, and only then is the transaction signed. That physical approval step is one of the reasons hardware wallets are so valuable for serious crypto holders. Let's talk about the uncomfortable truth. Centralized exchanges can be convenient. They make it easy to buy, sell, and trade crypto. For beginners, that convenience is often where the journey begins. But an exchange should not automatically become your permanent vault. Because when your assets remain on a centralized platform, you may be exposed to risks that are outside your control. The platform can experience technical outages, accounts can be temporarily restricted, withdrawals can be paused, security breaches can happen. Companies can run into operational, regulatory, or financial problems. And even when the company is legitimate and operating properly, your assets are still dependent on that company's custody structure. That is why many long-term crypto holders follow a simple philosophy. Use exchanges for exchanging. Use hardware wallets for ownership. A Ledger hardware wallet allows you to transfer supported crypto assets away from an exchange and into addresses secured by keys you control. That means your long-term holdings are not simply sitting behind a company login screen. They are secured by your own custody setup. This is especially meaningful for people building serious positions in Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, or other digital assets they intend to hold for the future. Because if you are investing in the future of digital ownership, shouldn't your storage strategy reflect that belief? The first major benefit of Ledger is simple. Your private keys are protected offline. A software wallet on a connected phone or computer can be useful, but it exists in an environment that connects to websites, apps, downloads, emails, and browser extensions. That convenience creates exposure. Ledger approaches the problem differently. Your private keys are kept within the hardware wallet's secure environment, using Ledger's secure element technology and operating system. Your keys are not supposed to be sitting openly on your computer. They are not sitting inside your browser. They are not simply protected by the same password you use to sign into an online account. They remain protected inside the hardware device while you interact with the blockchain. This is the digital equivalent of moving valuable assets out of an unlocked drawer and into a personal vault. And here is what makes that especially powerful. You can still interact with crypto. You can still receive assets. You can still send transactions. You can still explore supported Web3 functions and portfolio management tools. But your signing authority stays anchored to a dedicated physical device that you control. This is not just about convenience. This is about creating a stronger security foundation for your digital wealth. The second major advantage is one that people often underestimate: transaction verification on the device itself. In crypto, once a transaction is confirmed and sent to the wrong address, there is usually no customer service hotline that can reverse it. There is no chargeback button. There is no undo feature for a blockchain transaction. That is why signing safely matters. With a Ledger device, you do not simply trust what appears on your laptop or phone screen. You verify transaction details directly on the trusted display of the hardware wallet before approving them. That means when sending crypto, you can confirm the destination address, the amount, the network details, and the action you are about to authorize. This is crucial because a compromised computer or malicious application may attempt to mislead you. But your Ledger device gives you a separate place to confirm what you are actually signing. That habit creates a new standard of financial discipline. Do not click blindly. Verify before you authorize. For anybody holding meaningful digital assets, that is not paranoia. That is responsible ownership. The third major benefit is flexibility. Ledger supports management of thousands of coins and tokens across its ecosystem, including major assets such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. So whether your digital portfolio is focused on Bitcoin as a long-term store of value, Ethereum and the smart contract economy, XRP and the future of global payments, Solana and emerging applications, or a broader basket of digital assets, Ledger gives you a hardware-secured foundation for managing that portfolio. Through the Ledger Wallet application, formerly known as Ledger Live, users can view accounts, manage supported assets, and access additional services. Depending on the asset and the service available in your region, this may include options for buying, swapping, or staking through integrated third-party providers. The important distinction is this: a ledger is not merely a device you buy and hide in a drawer. It can become part of a complete digital asset operating system. A system built around the principle that your portfolio should remain connected to your personal security, not merely to an online platform account. For investors who believe crypto is not a temporary trend, but part of the future financial infrastructure, this becomes a serious advantage. You can build your portfolio while building your custody discipline at the same time. Now we need to talk about the most important responsibility in self-custody: recovery. When you create a self-custody wallet, you receive recovery information that can restore access to your assets. Traditionally, that means protecting a secret recovery phrase. This phrase is not something you photograph. It is not something you email to yourself. It is not something you type into a random website. It is not something you share with anyone claiming to be customer support. Your recovery phrase is effectively the master key to your wallet. If someone obtains it, they may be able to access your assets. If you lose it and lose your device, you may lose access to your assets. This is where Ledger's evolving backup options become important. For users who prefer fully offline control, Ledger offers products and recovery solutions that can support secure personal backup practices, including Ledger Recovery Key on supported devices. Ledger Recovery Key is designed as a PIN-protected physical backup option that remains offline and can help restore access on compatible Ledger products. Ledger also offers Ledger Recover, which is an optional subscription-based service for eligible users who deliberately choose an identity-linked encrypted backup approach. The key word is optional. Self-custody is about choosing the security model that matches your personal comfort level and responsibility. Some people want to personally guard every recovery element themselves. Others may prefer a structured recovery option because they fear losing access. There is no substitute for education. Before transferring serious value into self-custody, Understand your recovery method. Test your process carefully. Secure your backups. And never expose your recovery information to anyone. Because becoming your own bank also means becoming your own security department. So, which ledger device should someone consider? Ledger currently offers several choices designed for different users. Explains Nano Classics, Nano Gen 5, Flex, Stacks, and considerations about affordability, mobile connectivity, screen size, and premium design. The right option depends on your priorities. The key point is not that one device is perfect for everyone. The key point is that anyone building a meaningful crypto portfolio should seriously consider moving from casual custody to intentional custody. Owning a ledger is powerful, but the device is only as safe as your habits. Here are 5 rules every ledger owner must understand. Rule number 1. Buy from official or authorized sources. Rule number 2. Never share your secret recovery phrase. Rule number 3. Verify transactions on the device. Rule number 4. Send a small test transaction first. Rule number 5. Understand responsibility before moving major value. Because freedom and responsibility come together. We are entering a different financial era, an era where money is becoming digital, assets are becoming tokenized, ownership is becoming programmable, global payments are becoming faster, and more people are beginning to recognize that the future of wealth may not sit entirely inside the old financial system. But if the future is digital, security has to become personal. You cannot build digital wealth while ignoring digital custody. You cannot speak about financial freedom while leaving every asset dependent on somebody else's platform. And you cannot claim ownership if you have never taken control of the keys. That is why Ledger matters. Ledger gives everyday investors a practical way to move from simply buying crypto to actually protecting crypto, from watching numbers on an exchange to building a personal digital vault, from depending entirely on institutional custody to learning the discipline of self-custody. This is not about fear, this is about maturity. Because the bigger your digital portfolio becomes, the more seriously you should take its security. A Ledger hardware wallet is not just a technology purchase. It is a decision to take ownership seriously, a decision to protect the assets you work to build, a decision to participate in the digital economy with greater control, greater awareness, and greater responsibility. Open your crypto portfolio today and ask yourself one question. If the platform holding my assets became unavailable tomorrow, would I still have control? If that question makes you uncomfortable, it may be time to learn more about self-custody. Research Ledger hardware wallets. Compare the available devices. Understand recovery phrases. Learn how to transfer assets safely. And when you are ready, take the next step toward protecting your digital future. Use the official Ledger link in the description below to explore the hardware wallet that best fits your needs. And remember, crypto was not designed only to give you access to a new asset class. It was designed to introduce a new level of ownership. Do not simply own crypto on a screen. Own your keys, protect your future, become your own bank. This is Ethers Digital, where future technology meets digital ownership. Subscribe for more content on crypto security, Web3, hardware wallets, and the future of money.